Hey everyone, welcome back to the Richmond SHRM Rising Professionals Career Launchpad series, where we discuss topics to help rising professionals in the community launch into the future. We're excited to introduce our fourth episode of Track 2, all about resilience and perseverance, focusing on building yourself up. My name is Emily, and I'll be your moderator today. I work at CAP Center in HR, and I sit on the board of directors for Richmond SHRM. I'm also SHRM certified. Today, we have two amazing HR professionals, Dr. Candace Hunter and Tandy Williams, joining us to discuss tactics on how to improve upon your skills, network, and level up and strengthen through resilience and perseverance. Welcome. Will you all please introduce yourselves?
Thank you, Emily. Happy almost summer, everyone. I'm very proud of the work you're doing in the local community for our profession, leveraging this role that you have on the Richmond SHRM board. I'm Dr. Candace Hunter. I'm a business psychologist, human resources leader, and educator. I specialize in building the leadership capacity of individuals and teams within organizations, and I have experience across the HR disciplines in various industries, but primarily in the higher education sector. I'm happy to be here with you guys today.
Thanks for joining us, Candace. Tandy?
Yep, thanks, Emily. Welcome, everybody. My name is Tandy Williams. I work with Owens & Minor. I am in HR and specifically with talent management and also SHRM certified.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, welcome to you both. Thanks so much for joining us today. So we'll go ahead and jump right in. I'm super excited. So let's start off with just in general, what suggestions do you have to those in HR, for those in HR who are looking to gain more skills?
I'll jump in. I have many suggestions, but we don't have that much time today, so I'll offer three. Read, read, read. And while that's number 1, 2, and 3, I do have some others. Read blogs, read books, articles. It's important because the laws about our profession can change with the wind. And so whether you're a career entry professional, mid-level, or very senior, staying informed and relevant is both critical to our work and serving the constituents of our organizations. Number 2, constantly work on improving your communication skills, especially in uncomfortable situations. I would recommend reading Crucial Conversations, Tools for Talking When the Stakes Are High. It's important, especially for the context of communicating your career needs and wants. And lastly, 3, connect with an official or unofficial mentor. And this is where I give a really shameless plug for Richmond SHRM's mentoring pillar. We offer a free program to rising professionals and mid-level professionals who can connect with seasoned HR professionals, and it's free for you.
I've benefited greatly from the mentorship program that Candace leads, and I truly appreciate that Richmond SHRM offers that. So Tandy, go ahead.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Emily. I just have a couple to add. Mine would be for volunteer for SHRM committee, just to reiterate some of what Candace was saying. I volunteered for this Rising Professionals, and I actually kind of reached out with a colleague of mine just to say I wanted to get more involved with HR because I wanted to build my skills up. So she was leading this committee and invited me to be a part of it, which I'm very grateful because I've had multiple things kind of snowball from this, being a part of this, doing these series, which are great, and also being a part of the mentor committee that Candace has mentioned. And the other second one that I'll mention is listen to podcasts, on top of reading things. If you're in your car driving to work, and that was a suggestion that a mentor told me about 2 or 3 years ago in my previous job, that this was when, everybody was still driving to work, but I had about a 30-minute commute, and she was like, use that time to educate yourself, to listen to podcasts while you're in the car. And I started doing it, and I fell in love with it. And I learned so much, some things about HR that I didn't know. So HR podcasts are kind of my top right now. So thank you.
Those are all great suggestions. Thank you both. So everyone always talks about networking, but can you both just share your personal experiences and share how you feel that someone can really master the art of networking?
So I would say networking is traditionally thought about of who I can meet to help me get forward in a specific area that you're looking to level yourself up in. But my personal philosophy on networking is about what you can give. And once you can master the art of giving, when you meet people, you will absolutely never have to worry about networking again because you will get so much more from that. I say that, and you're probably thinking, what does she mean? So let's give you an example. Let's say you'd like to meet an HR leader of an organization and to sort of find out what's happening there. Maybe there's a role that you're interested in there. Maybe you're interested in the sector of industry versus a particular role, and you'd like to meet that person. I would recommend that you Google the person. Google is your friend here. Look at LinkedIn, see what they're working on. What is their company talking about? And figure out what you can bring from your toolbox that will assist that person. So let's say you noticed the person gave a talk on diversity, equity, and inclusion, and you just read a great book in that topic. Maybe you introduce yourself by offering to meet over the book or offering the book to the person. You will find that once you get into a conversation with that person that's about them and their interests and needs, it will naturally turn to you. And that way you can share easily without seeming to just, oh, let me meet you so I can get what's in it for me, right? So I would recommend you think about how you can bring yourself to the table by giving something that will improve that person's life. And I think that's my share. That's my biggest share.
That's great advice. Thanks, Candace. Tandy?
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. I'll just add, a couple other things. Again, my experience with SHRM, I've had some great experience by volunteering for this committee and networking. Also, actually, to start out was being involved in the study group with getting SHRM certified. So I think that was kind of people might not think of that as networking, but you are meeting people and networking in that kind of group. So I've had that experience with SHRM, but just taking every opportunity that comes your way. If somebody asks you to do something that maybe not, again, you feel like you can do it or you're maybe skilled to do, but just take that opportunity, because if that person is asking you, then obviously they feel like you can, step up to the plate and do it. So take every opportunity that comes your way.
Great. And so you all are both certified and you have higher education within different fields. And so can you just share, what do you find more helpful in your career, a formal education or an HR or some sort of certification?
So I think for me, in my personal experiences, it is absolutely a combination of my skills and experience, right? And they're very, very critical for the role I have today. However, it's really important to determine what you're looking for your now, as I've shared before, as well as where you think you need to go. I would say in all situations, your certification is important, right? And so I think the discipline of earning a degree, the additional mastery of a topic or subject that you would get from an academic credential is important. But more importantly is how will those things work to put you together, to put you where you need to be. So as a hiring manager in the HR sector, for example, it would be really important to me that somebody understands the entire body of knowledge. And so if you are to get a certification and it crosses industries, right? So it doesn't matter if you're not for profit, higher ed, manufacturing, IT, it doesn't matter. It crosses the spectrum of industries to give you a great foundation. The same with the HRCI box, so the body of knowledge book as well. And so that's important for me because while your degree may be in, somebody may say bachelor's degree, and if you have a bachelor's degree in a topic that might be unrelated to HR, so to speak, yes, you have the discipline of completing a degree, but its relevance to the HR may not be as readily applicable as a credential. And having been in the classroom, teaching students, getting their master's degrees or undergraduate degrees with an HR focus, and being a leader, so helping a facilitator, helping students to get certified. I understand both perspectives, right? And I would just say that for me, right now, a credential, a certification would be important. Not that both in combination isn't a bad thing either, right?
Definitely.
That was long-winded, but you get the point.
Yeah, that's super helpful.
And I'll just add on a little to this. I just know from my experience, the formal education gave me the kind of hands-on experience, at least in the degree I was, which was an HR, human resource development degree, which we were able to go into companies and use the knowledge that we were learning and actually apply it to a project in the company. So I enjoyed that aspect of the education and found that for me, I'm more of a hands-on learner and I need to do it in order to really understand it. But I have to say, in just the 2 years I've had the SHRM certification, it has been extremely beneficial. And I know it's looked highly upon in the HR industry for moving up the career ladder.
And our last and final question, can you all just share one piece of advice that you would have given yourself early on in your HR career that might help you today?
So I think mine goes back to the question we were just asked, right? It's listen more, get a mentor, and stop procrastinating, but especially in the things that will give you the experience and exposure to level up your career. And that might be certification. I have many people in the certification classes that I facilitated, or even in my classrooms as an instructor or educator that says, oh, I'm nervous about doing it, or I'm going to do it after the kids or after the marriage or after the this and after the that. And the next thing you know, you're mid-level career and you're in my certifications class and you're stressing because you haven't been in a classroom for quite some time. You're nervous about how this is going to be, and then you become so nervous that you fail the exam, right? So, and then now you have a self-esteem issue associated with putting things off. So I would recommend that when you start to feel a little bit some kind of way, I wish I would have looked to those people who had the experience for mentorship. And again, I said it earlier, whether it's formal or informal, to get those relationships. And then when people share things with you, you listen to them, right? So some of it, of course, you listen and you file it away. And some of them you have to listen and actually do something, right? And that's where procrastination comes, because I am personally a procrastinator. I will read a book about procrastinating to not procrastinate for the thing that I'm procrastinating about. So that's me. But it is a challenge for many of us. And it's not as easy as saying stop procrastinating, but so calling it out to your attention. And if you're that person listening to my voice right now, go do the thing that you're going to do right after you finish listening to this podcast.
That's great.
That's great. Yes. And the only thing I'll add to this is just to step outside your comfort zone and take risk. I feel like if I would have taken more risk, probably when I was younger, whether things turned out differently or whatever, but I would just say, don't be scared. Take the risk, take that opportunity, take the chance. All people can say is no, or it's not working out now, and you just pick up and keep going. So that's how I will end this.
Wonderful.
And I have to say that Emily and Tandy were both students in actually two different classes that I facilitated and passed their exams, their certification exams. So yay.
Thanks to a great facilitator. Thanks to a great facilitator. We wouldn't have gotten through without you, I'm sure.
Yes, this is true.
Well, thank you both so much. So we'll just jump into our key takeaways here. I know we've kind of gone through some of these already, but just to kind of, make it really put it into perspective. So definitely network. I know that everyone says that, and it can be scary, but the more you do it, the more you'll get more comfortable and continuing to do it. And you can make really great connections outside of work, inside of work, and continue that path forward.
Yep, and I'll just the second one I'll reiterate is step outside your comfort zone in HR. Take risk, take every opportunity, try something new. Don't be afraid.
And piggybacking on what Tandy says, join your local chapter of SHRM. Advance your skills by getting certified. Get certified early, while you're still in study mode, while you're still early in your career, while you're not inhibited by family responsibilities and all of the things that you would have to do as you start to grow in your life experiences. So get it done today. Don't procrastinate. And again, shameless plug, your local chapter of SHRM, just by being a member, offers you a chance to participate in these classes at heavily discounted rate. And we have good track records of people being successful at the end of those training classes, if you will.
Well, thank you all so much. And thanks for everyone for joining us, listening to our two stellar panelists for their input. Hopefully you've enjoyed the fourth episode about building yourself up. Please follow Richmond SHRM on LinkedIn and connect with our two panelists, Dr. Candace Hunter and Tandy Williams. Please join our RVA HR Forum Return to Work Office Planning that's happening on Wednesday, July 14th. You can register on the Richmond SHRM website. And for more interesting HR-specific content, check out the Richmond SHRM Voices podcast. If you want to learn more about joining Richmond SHRM, just please check out the website richmondSHRM.org. And if you have any topic suggestions, feel free to let us know. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.